I've come out to a place called Hessle Foreshore, which is just in front of the Humber Bridge, and I'm on a, let's say, a family trip, and really it's not somewhere I planned to come, but I thought I'd take the opportunity to just come down to the foreshore with a view to take a picture of the bridge and see if I can get a shot. But sadly, it is a really cloudy, grim grey day in February, and it could be a lot better. I'm not sure if I'm going to get any decent shots whatsoever, but I'll give it a go and see what I can come up with. Although there doesn't seem to be any sort of shots here in this grim light, the HDR on my video camera does bring the sky out and looks amazing. I can't believe it. I might use this little crop of stones as a leading line towards the bridge. So I've come a bit closer to these rocks, and I've got 17mm lens on the EM1 Mark II. And what I'm going to try to do is get a bit of the sky in. If I can sort of bring the exposure down really low, I can hopefully bring some of that detail out in the sky. I've got these rocks here in the foreground, and I've got the bridge in the background. I'm focusing on the bridge, and yeah, I'm going to try and take that shot, see what that looks like. I don't have a lot of confidence, but I'll give that a try, and let's see if I can get a nice shot of this. I've only got one tripod with me today, so I've travelled light, so I'm not sure how well I can show you this, but I'll do my best. For this shot, I've got the bridge on a third. I've got a lot of sky in. I've gone f8 and 1/60 of a second. That's plenty fine. I'm a little bit, I'll put a bit more rocks in the foreground, and I'll take that shot. I've just accidentally pressed the shutter then. I'll take another one. And I'll try and I'll just bring it down by nearly a stop, or just over 1.5 stops, and just go with that, and I'll see if I can get a shot of like that, see how that looks. I'm currently participating in a work-based steps challenge, and while my family are actually in Hessle itself, I thought I'd come down to the foreshore, have a walk, trying to get some steps in, and obviously use my camera to take a couple of pictures of the bridge or anything else that's interesting in this area. Just beside me, of course, is the River Humber, and that separates Yorkshire from Lincolnshire. And I think, and I'm not sure if this is accurate, I think it's got the biggest volume of water going, obviously estuary, than any other river there in the whole of the United Kingdom. So this is really big, and it is massive. It's super, super wide. And I guess if you saw this on the map, you'll know what I mean, how big this place is. I've just been allowed out just for an hour, so that's all I've got to get these pictures in. So I better get moving and take a few pictures while I have the chance. And the Humber Bridge dominates this part of the Yorkshire and Lincolnshire. It's amazing. It's like a nearly 2-mile span across. When it was opened back in the early 1980s by the Queen, and I admit, as a young man in those days, I did not know about the Humber Bridge, living in the south of England. But at the time it was opened, it was the largest single-span suspension bridge in the world. So it really was a big thing, even though it wasn't a terribly well-known piece of architecture in the UK. The bridge does cost £1.50 each way, but it's a lot cheaper than it used to be. And despite it being what some people consider a huge white elephant, because it goes from Lincolnshire, which is very lightly populated, to East Yorkshire, which is another county that doesn't have a lot of people, it seems almost pointless. But if you're someone like me who has a family in both Lincolnshire and Yorkshire, it is really helpful, and I do use it quite a lot. That's cool. We have a sign that celebrates the Platinum Jubilee, 70 years of the Queen, underneath this beacon. And on the opposite side, we have the crest of Hessle and its twin. These details about the Humber Bridge are all well and good, but I think it ought to sort of stop gassing to you and getting my steps in. So what I'll do is I'll have a walk up the foreshore, and I'll turn around in 20 minutes or so, and we can have a look at the bridge from the other side. Imagine living right underneath the Humber Bridge. That's a great view of the bridge, right underneath. have taken some shots from this slipway before, and they look really good at night, but I don't think there's a shot today. It looks horrendous. There's a cool windmill here, looks pretty impressive, really nicely looked after. Hessle Whiting Mill, gives you all the details. The benefit of walking and doing 10,000 steps, which doesn't really mean a lot because it's an arbitrary figure or a Japanese marketing campaign to get us all doing 10,000 steps, but it is a really nice number for us, a nice target for us to aim for. But obviously walking in general is great for you. It's great for your sort of increasing your muscle in your core and your legs. It's great for your bone density. It strengthens your bones. Obviously provides endorphins in your body, so you feel good, and it reduces the cortisol, so that reduces inflammation. So all in all, it's great to just get out and walk. And if you can get your heart rate into zone 3 while you're walking, all the better, because it increases your heart rate and increases your heart health and all those sorts of things, which can only be good for you. And you don't really need to go out training hard, running, gym, fitness. You could just get as much exercise that is really positive and beneficial for you just by going out walking. I've just spotted these sticks that obviously were some sort of jetty or something, I assume, in the river here, probably long before the bridge was built. And I think they'd make a really nice bit of foreground. It's a real shame the weather's terrible, but as you can see from this video, the high dynamic range on the video setting makes that sky look well impressive. So I'm going to try and get this shot. I'm running out of time, sadly, because I think my hand will be calling me before long. So my steps aren't doing so well, but I'm going to give this a shot and we can have a look at this. I'm really not sure how well you can see this, but I'll try this anyway. I'm focusing, where am I focusing? On the bridge. I think I am. Oops. And I've gone, well, that's 3 stops under. That's way too much. I'll go 1 stop under. I'll try and get these, I've got the bridge on a 3rd. I'll try 2. I'll try 1 like this, with the bridge on the 3rd, on the right-hand 3rd, with a lot of this stuff in the foreground. And then I'll flip it up and try and get some sky in. Let's try that. I'm just doing this so you can see. That's gone to, let's just make that a bit underexposed, just to be able to bring out the sky. So I'll do that. I'll have a couple of other goes and I'll show you what those look like now. Sadly, I've run out of time and it looks like I've got like 15 minutes to get back to my family, and that took me about 5,000 steps to get here, so you can work the maths out. Thank you very much indeed for watching this video. Hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, go for the like button, that'd be awesome. And if you're enjoying this photography content, good or bad, then why not subscribe to the channel and follow along, and hopefully watch the rest of my videos that are coming up. Once again, thanks a lot for watching. See you in the next one. Cheerio.